Hi, my name is C. I lived in America for the past 14 years, and recently I decided to move back to China, trying to fulfill a tiny dream I had, to serve the entire China. And this is episode 7. This week I'm taking you to Qingdao, the first surf city I ever been to in north part of China. It would be the coldest place I ever surfed in China. If you're enjoying this adventure, give this video a like, it keeps me going. Good morning. I just arrived to Qingdao last night, and my first impression of this place is, it's gorgeous. This city has around 10 million people living here, and some call it Chinese Manhattan. In Chinese, Qingdao means Green Island. It's a city surrounded by nature, and this week I'm gonna show you the beauty of it. It's quite famous for seafood and beer, and maybe seaweed. Or waves. Last night after I get off the flight, here's my first reaction. I just rented a car and now I'm driving toward the sea. It's such an interesting feeling. First time driving for a while after only riding horses. Like, I feel a lot more lower. The views is so pretty. This is a city I really wanted to visit when I was younger. The movies always portray the city as a beautiful city.
请问你带我去的是秘密浪点吗？
不能是。
这里雨一般都这么大吗？青岛的天气？
只有你来了才这么大。那我开过来之前都没有这么大。
This is Zhang. He's a local surfer from here whom I've never met before. A friend I met in episode 4, Yongzai, gave me his contact and said he might be able to give me some guidance even though they're not really friends. Zhang was kind enough to spend his time sharing his secret spot with me despite the fact he never met me before, and he even let me use his board. He used to be a Langren, but now he settled down in Qingdao. We just got here and I totally forgot that the weather here is actually colder. Currently we're in the northern side of China, so it's like the weather temperature is a lot more colder, but I don't have a wetsuit and it's summer, so I'm just gonna trunk it. This is a story of a surfer helping out another surfer, chasing waves.
对。
He told me how brave I am for getting in. The water here is freezing because it flows straight from the mountains before mixing with the ocean. He said that if you're too cold, you can always just stay on the beach, right here, underneath this. I know the water looks dirty, but it's actually just seaweed floating around. See this? I promise, it's not pee. Plus, there's a typhoon happening right now, which makes everything look muddy. I might have low standards for waves as a longboarder. But I haven't been this excited about a spot in so long. I'm in China right now carrying 2 phones like an idiot because my local phone is dead. Here's the thing. Newer American iPhones only take eSIMs, no physical SIM slot, but not every country makes eSIMs easy to get. In China, eSIM is not available here, so I brought myself a local phone with a local SIM card so I can turn on hotspot for my American phone to use. But the issue is, if one phone's dead, I would not be able to access the internet. If I had known about Airlo back then, I would have saved myself so much stress. It's this app that sells digital eSIM plans for over 200 countries and regions. You download it, pick your country, and boom, instant data. and you can buy it before your trip begins, so once you land in your destination, you're instantly connected. As someone who's extremely spontaneous and book everything last minute, having data the second I land is a lifesaver. So download Airlo before your next trip and use my code SALTY3 for $3 off your first eSIM. This is a secret break, and this local, willing to share with me, reminded me what surfing is really about. Today, the waves got up to 1 meter, but super messy because it's a wind swell. I caught one big one that dragged me all the way back to the shore, so the power is definitely there. If it was clean today, we'll be catching waves non-stop.
The entire time I'm like this. It's raining so hard.
But just being here makes me so happy. I have that same feeling from when I first started surfing.
孤独的冲浪者。
You can see the jetty over there creating some smaller waves. We tried catching those little inside one instead. I mean, it's a little bit tough, but we have so much fun. I was laughing so hard. Since the outside was just too messy today.
感觉你的机会要留到明天早上给吃老人了。但这个相机就拍不出这个场面到底有多混乱。在这个相机里面，就拍你拍得很稳定，就拍不出这个浪到底有多混乱。
Even though the wave is not the greatest, but we have so much fun. I laughed so hard, and I did end up catching one on film. Today is a really good day.
You're so pretty. I can see birds one floating.
And we found this little spot to take pictures.
看这个浪形很好哎。来喽来喽。
Should this be the thumbnail?
隔壁。
对，情绪价值真的是拉满了，谢谢你哦。我不知道原来可以这样子哦。
你自己洗。对。
谢谢。真上吗？哇，真的好多水草哦。吃的吗？
你可以吃，你可以尝一下。吃过了。
There's so many seaweed.
Let's try a local beer from Qingdao. This whole bag only costs 3.5 yuan, which is less than $1. It's quite fresh that it will only last 24 hours, and they will refill this every day.
这就是青岛大爷们的这个必备装备，夏天。然后青岛的啤酒就是在这个罐子里，我们叫散啤，然后就是很便宜，然后你夏天就可以用袋子，然后打1斤啤酒，是论斤算钱。
The kids growing up in Qingdao actually learn how to correctly pour the beer from the bag to the cup to their dad without missing any drop. It's a skill set they learn growing up. And now he's gonna show me the little technique. The goal is actually pull the bag, hold the end so you don't spill anything.
OK 了，我喜欢，对，就是淡淡的感觉，对。
You can find this loose beer everywhere. He's taken me to his favorite noodle spot in China. Perfect food to warm your soul after a surf. This is beef noodle soup.
这是我第一次来北方，
哦，
从来没有来过那么北的地方。
是吗？
对，这算是北方吗？
是的。
算。你这样吃的，原来。
那怎样吃啊？来这个。
嗯。
周都不看浪报的啊？
不看，天天都能去。
真的好饭吃太多了，就跟巴厘岛是每天都去，反正都有浪。
反正都有浪。
好饭吃太多，我们天天都在吃屎哎，实话实讲啊。
那我朋友他说要带他们说你能带我来中国冲吗？我就
你可以这样讲，中国的面很好吃。
There's this tree I love and I've been seeing in Qingdao. I'm gonna show you. It's so pretty. It looks like Christmas tree but very abstract. I just found a tiny beach that nobody's there. Let's go. I can't believe I'm that lucky in China. There's no way. You see that little one? That's where I'm gonna sit. But never mind, this man just took off his clothes, so I think he's joining the beach. In the Chinese society, safety is really important, and usually you will see government signs everywhere about no swimming, strong current, don't go in, stuff like that. And for popular beaches that tourists go to, usually you will see guard. Like for example, this beach only allowed to go in at 9 a.m. Today we're surfing the city. It's quite interesting because I can literally just park in a museum and then walk down and there's waves. Surfing in the city is definitely an experience you should try.
这个点，这个人就是一会儿要跟你飞飞机的人。
哇，牛逼！
累不累啊，哥哥？哥哥如果太累的话，要不要上去飞机啊？然后就要求求他。
The seaweed kind of grossed me out because yesterday it took me forever to get them out. I really hope they don't stuck in my hair again.
There's so many people here on the beach.
Đại家都来这个海，
因为其实就是中国的海岸线很长，但是中国的海岸线就是滨海，然后度假的地方其实并不是特别多。比如说你要考虑海水质量啊，
对，
要考虑沙滩质量啊之类的，那就寥寥无几了。你也知道，其他的很多地方其实都是在搞养殖业的。
If you plan to visit China, here's a little tip for you. Don't visit during the holidays because traffic is insane. And also for housing, the price will be triple. To go back to the hotel, it took me 4 hours. Just imagine, for 11 kilometers, it took me 1 hour and 34 minutes. Finally. Let's go. The seafood is quite affordable despite the fact I was in a fancy restaurant and I devoured. if you're a surfer traveling alone, just to know that at the end of the day, you will never be alone. You will always make new friends who's willing to share the stoke with you. Well, that's a wrap for Qingdao. Even though the waves weren't good this trip, but there's always the hope that the next journey will have the perfect wave. Special thanks to Zhang, the local surfer who's willing to help me.